hopefully they'll give me an opportunity to stick around and I can hopefully do some good things.
Tom Wilson, 7 News.
Good luck, man. Time for more sport with Chris and still on basketball. The 36ers got a new...
They have a new leader after 13 seasons. We'll tell you who it is right after the break. Also, in sport, Port's tough stance on Sean Burgoyne. The latest on the Crows vet. A new club, Brent. The vet finally being well.
This dye shows that bleach only whitens stains without getting rid of them. Try new Harpic Power Plus. It eliminates stains and kills 99.9% of germs. It's better than bleach. Harpic, the master of the loo.
Have you ever checked your makeup's label?
What's in there?
Now check out Mineral Power Foundation from Maybelline, New York. Our first makeup made from 100% natural micro minerals.
Nothing else.
So skin is actually improved as it covers flawlessly. For 43% less redness, 49% more luminous, 52% smoother skin. That's smart. Mineral Power Foundation. No other makeup is healthier for skin.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
The Animal Welfare League cares. Help us help them. Even a little support can make a big difference. Call 8348 1300 or visit animalwelfare.com.au.
Work must be going well then?
Yeah, just this week. New boat, new car, overseas holiday.
Oh,
not to forget the excitement about the diamond ring.
diamond ring.
Yeah. And new plasma TV.
At QBE, we take your insurance personally.
And the new home. It has security? Excellent.
With great discounts on your home and contents policies.
Well, you can save up to 65% on your household insurance.
That's what it means to be QBE insured. Call 133 QBE.
At Myland Office Furniture, we're stacked. And you can get stacked with padded stacker chairs at only $59. Available in 3 colours, versatile padded stacker chairs, $59 each. Get stacked at Myland Office Furniture, 107 Henley Beach Road, Myland.
Treat your cat to chef-inspired cuisine with new Fancy Feast Sensations. A delicious range of culinary creations especially for cats. She deserves nothing less.
Many common foods are high in acidity, which can cause enamel erosion, leaving your teeth sensitive. Colgate Sensitive Enamel Protect has a dual action that helps relieve sensitivity and remineralize your enamel. To help protect from acid erosion, use Colgate Sensitive Enamel Protect.
At Holden, we're always thinking about the road ahead, how we can make our cars safer, more fuel efficient, and even better to drive. But there's no use thinking about tomorrow unless you're doing something today. So if you're a small business, don't miss the chance to save thousands on a new vehicle with the government's 50% investment allowance. See how much you could save with our online investment allowance calculator at holden.com.au. Then visit your Holden dealer to see where Holden's road ahead can take you today. Go better.
This Sports Report is brought to you by Holden's Road Ahead.
Welcome back, and Port Adelaide's taking a hard line with Sean Burgoyne, who says he wants to be traded to a Victorian club. The Power will try to talk him into staying, and if that doesn't work, it's prepared to force him into the pre-season draft.
The struggling Power isn't prepared to let Burgoyne go without a fight.
Certainly we view that at the moment he's on our list, he's a required player, and we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. History says that I think this time last year Ryan O'Keefe was going to move, and I think the year before Brett Thornton was going to move. I think Ryan O'Keefe might have won Sydney's best and fairest this year.
Burgoyne wants to go to Hawthorn, and it's understood he'll meet the club in the next few days. But Port, which let Nick Stevens go for nothing rather than trade him to Collingwood, is talking tough again.
There's no doubt that the Port Adelaide Football Club was very keen to stand by its principles. We'll be looking for the best player we can possibly get, or the best outcome for the club we can get. If he leaves, we think he's right up there with the best players in the competition.
Port's confident of keeping assistant coach Jason Cripps and is waiting on an answer from Dean Laidley. Matthew Primus is definitely sticking around.
We went down at a rocky path this year with quite a few things going on, and I think we're going to be better for it coming into the next few years, so that was the major reason for staying.
The Crows players have begun their end-of-season medicals and reviews. It will be the club's call if one of the 4 isn't there next year.
All 4 of us
are reasonably keen to go on. You know, it's fair to say that.
The skipper won his 5th All-Australian jumper last night. Jason Porplesia was surprisingly overlooked.
You know, he's had a fantastic year, Porps, and he's probably a little bit unlucky, but, you know, there's a lot of good players there as well.
Paul Kermode, 7 News.
And former Port Adelaide ruckman Brendan Lade is set to join the Richmond coaching staff. Since retiring, Lade's been strongly linked to both the Crows and Power, but 7 News understands he will join Damien Hardwick's new look panel at Punt Road. And the SNFL's best and fairest player will be awarded the McGarry Medal tonight. Mark Soderstrom's with one of the main contenders, North Adelaide's Reece Archard.
Reece, you gave the medal a nudge in your first year in 2006. How were you placed this year?
It's hard to say. They didn't know my name back in 06, but after 4 years here, hopefully they do and I'll get a few votes.
Who's your biggest challenge, you think?
Hopefully it's not my teammate, Jimmy. He's already won one, so he doesn't need another one. It'd be nice to beat him tonight, I will admit.
You boys got knocked out of the competition in the finals on the weekend. If you're called to get up and do an interview, are you going to be able to handle yourself?
I haven't even thought about being too crook to actually worry about anything like that, so we'll see what happens if it happens.
Good luck tonight, Reece. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Otis. Cheers.
The 20-year-old from Argentina has dethroned the king of tennis on one of its biggest stages. Juan Martín del Potro broke down on centre court after denying Roger Federer a 6th straight US Open in an epic final.
Del Potro had never beaten Federer, who took the first 6-3. He was 2 points from taking the second set before Del Potro broke back.
And he's done it.
The Argentine won the tiebreak 7-5. Then, late in the third, the usually cool Swiss turned nasty. Del Potro denied Federer on 2 break points early in the fourth.
Great job by the Argentine, the big guy.
High fives all round as he forced the deciding set. Del Potro breezed home 6-2 to win his first Grand Slam title.
And it's long. Juan Martín del Potro.
Federer before him, the tears kept coming as Federer's 41-match winning streak finally ended. Alex Cullen, 7 News.
Adam Ballinger's the Adelaide 36ers' new captain. He takes over from Brett Maher, who held the position for 13 seasons.
Brett, in fact, thought that we probably needed 2 or 3 captains because he didn't think there was anyone good enough just to replace him. As long as I can learn how to make fun of guys and get a laugh around the locker room, I think that should be what Brett told me.
The serious stuff starts on September 26 in Cairns. And for tonight, that's our sport. Juan Martín del Potro is 6'6" and gets around a tennis court like that. Very handy at Port Adelaide, maybe, somewhere like that.
He wants to put the record down.
Yeah, what a great win, though.
Yeah.
He's only 20.
20
years
New
old.
Kid on the block. Look out, Nadal and the rest of them. So thanks, Chris. And now what's on today tonight? Here's Rosanna.
Thank you, John. Coming up tonight, Australia's junkyard. Tons of it everywhere. He even slipped in his car because there's no room in the house.
Up until a year and a half ago, I had my place beautiful, you know.
Plus, confused about all those low-energy light globes? Well, find out how to choose the best for quality and price right after the news.
Thanks, Rosanna. Mel's still crooks, so Caroline Kelly joins us next with all tomorrow's weather details.
And Prince William gets touchy with a tarantula.
City Homicide moves to Wednesday.
Did she kill the backpacker?
He owed me.
City Homicide, now Wednesday, 8:30.
The show goes on at Olympic Industries. Our royal sale continues, and we have our prices as low as they can go. Huge savings off garages, carports, verandas, rumpus roofs, fencing, industrial and rural buildings. Royal deal prices off everything, but our quality and durable products are as good as ever. How do we do it? There's no middleman. We sell direct to you. Get into one of our 4 big display centres. Olympic, built to last.
With so many tyre brands to choose from, who can you trust to make the right choice? At Bob Jane T-Marts, we guarantee the best tyre for your driving needs and budget. This month is September Savers, with a great range of tyres and wheels at just $99. Like the Bob Jane All-Rounder, the large cars, or this exclusive new release wheel. So come into your nearest T-Mart and save. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Kia range is in store now.
Anna is a very special woman because of what she does every day, giving a woman's compassion to people just like you. White Lady Funerals, a woman's understanding from very special women.
The Animal Welfare League cares for over 20,000 lost and abandoned dogs and cats every year. Help us. Help them. Even a little support can make a big difference. Call 8348 1300 or visit animalwelfare.com.au.
Betty buys freebies. Here come the mattresses. Limited time. Buy this queen bed. Mattress freebie. Buy this single bed. And the mattress, the freebie. You know what? Buy any solid timber bed. Mattress freebie. Betty buys. Grab a freebie.
Just what a woman wants.
So why do I choose Western Star Ultralight? Well, for starters, it's Western Star, but that's not why. It's the lowest fat dairy spread, but that's not why.
So why do you choose Western Star Ultralight?
I choose it for the taste. An ultralight spread with that great Western Star taste. Western Star Ultralight. It's a smart choice.
Just what a woman wants.
New Mazda 3 Max Sport with satellite navigation, Bluetooth, and dynamic stability control. New generation Mazda 3. Everything you unexpected. The girl of his dreams just turned up on the doorstep. Why is he so concerned? 7th new rafters tonight.
To finance, and the stock market edged up about 10 points today. It would have been more but for the slide in the price of Telstra. Elsewhere, the major miners were stronger, though the banks were mixed. The Australian dollar climbed back over 86 US cents, while the average price of unleaded is down a couple of cents.
And tomorrow's speed cameras will be targeting the western suburbs. Watch out for 3 sites in Ethelton and a couple in Croydon Park.
Now with weather details, here's Caroline.
Thanks, Jane, and hello, everyone. Well, today was a belter on the weather front. It's been bright and beautiful, with the mercury hitting a top of 24.4 degrees. Currently, the city, it's still 22. Well, after a frosty morning, it cleared to a fine and sunny day right across the state, with no rainfall to speak of. Top temperatures range from 15 degrees at Cape Jaffa to 33 at Marla. Checking in on the satellite photo, and it's looking pretty clear now, but that's about to change. A front's on its way from the west, and a cloud band will also creep in, bringing some welcome wet weather. Interstate tomorrow, it'll be a little overcast in Melbourne and Sydney, but it's looking mighty fine up in Brizzy. Back home, rain patches and isolated thunder coming in from the west tomorrow, reaching all districts except the far northeast by evening. It'll also be hot and gusty in some centres, with dusty conditions over the pastoral and northern agricultural districts. A bumpy day out on the coast tomorrow. The Bureau's issued various wind warnings. On metro waters, northerly gusts reaching 23 knots in the morning, then shifting south by late evening. So a muggy day for Adelaide tomorrow with a top of 27. Then rain periods should start to set in during the afternoon, building up into the evening. The Bureau's confident some areas could get up to 15 mils, and wouldn't that be nice? If we look further ahead, conditions are clearing up on Thursday with a fine lead into the weekend, but we could have a little wet spell on Sunday and Monday. Now, today's crystal clear conditions came in pretty handy for whale watchers. It was a special sight off Port Noarlunga as a mother and calf enjoyed a cruise up the coast. Spotters are also having plenty of luck at Basham Beach and Boomers. But if you give it a go later tomorrow, you might want to take a raincoat. Back to you, John.
Good on you, Caroline. Thanks for that. Finally tonight, Prince William's showing just how cool a royal needs to be in the face of the unexpected. He was launching a new centre at London's Natural History Museum when he had a close encounter with a large, hairy tarantula. He later made a joke about having lost it.
If you see it, she goes by the name of Sarah. So if you could usher her towards someone who looks equally as petrified as I was.
He says it was his mother, Princess Diana, who instilled in him a love of nature. And she'd be pretty happy with the way the boys have turned out.
Indeed, and the Natural History Museum in London's a fabulous place to visit if you're ever over there. Here's Rosanna.
Good on.
Well, thanks again, Jane and John. Good evening and welcome to the program. First tonight, the front yard that's become a junkyard. Pensioner John Oates is a self-confessed hoarder. You'll find bins, scooters, cars, even boats, just tons of scrap metal surrounding his home. Now, the council's demanded he clean it up. John wants to get rid of it too. The problem is he just can't afford to. Graham Butler explains.
I would forgive people for thinking I was nuts. Just snowballed, you know, till I got to a point where I'd sort of think, I don't want to go home, you know, and I'd sort of like, yeah, it just gets out of hand.
John Oates is a man with his very own junkyard. Tons and tons of precious junk. The trouble is, this junkyard is at his suburban house in Perth.
Do you think it's fair to the neighbours, though, to have a place like this? Oh, definitely not. No. I mean, and if they, you know, so I asked them, you know, and if someone said, you know, it bothers me, I would have definitely done something, you know, I wouldn't have let it get this far.
John's junkyard began growing about 2 years ago.